She thought she was being loyal. She thought they were watching her progress. She was wrong. In the world of recruitment, we see a specific pattern of failure. We call it reactive compensation. It is the practice of only paying an employee what they are worth once they are halfway out the door. It is a management strategy based on avoidance. It assumes that if an employee isn't complaining, they are satisfied. But silence is not satisfaction. Silence is often just the sound of someone looking for a new job. It was 2019. She was 38 years old. She was a senior director of operations. She worked for a global supply chain firm. She had been there for 7 years. She was a powerhouse. She managed 3 continents. She led a team of 50 people. She saved the company millions in logistics costs every single year. She was earning $160,000. For 3 years, her salary had barely moved. Each year, she received a 2% raise. It was an insult. It didn't even cover the cost of living. She knew she was underpaid. She saw the market reports. She knew that people with her responsibility were earning $220,000. She didn't stay silent. She asked for a market adjustment. She asked during her annual review in 2017. Her boss smiled. He told her she was a star. He told her the budget was tight. He asked her to be patient. Wait until next year, he said. She waited. In 2018, she asked again. She brought data. She showed her achievements. Her boss agreed with everything. He praised her leadership. Then he gave her the same answer. The timing isn't right. Let's look at it in Q3. Q3 came and went. Nothing happened. By 2019, the frustration had turned into a cold, hard resolve. She realized her loyalty was being used against her. The company knew she was stable. They knew she liked her team. They believed she wouldn't leave. They were treating her salary as a cost to be minimized, not an investment to be protected. Then I called her. I had a role for a chief operating officer at a growing competitor. It was a massive step up. The base salary was $240,000. It came with significant equity. It was the role she was already doing, but with the title and pay she deserved. She was hesitant at first. She felt a sense of duty to her team. She felt a sense of history with her firm, but the numbers didn't lie. The gap between her current pay and her market value was $80,000 a year. Over 3 years, she had effectively donated $250,000 to her employer. She went through the interview process. She was brilliant. They loved her. They made the offer. $240,000, $60,000 in annual bonuses, a sign-on bonus of $50,000. It was life-changing. She walked into her boss's office on a Friday afternoon. She handed him her resignation letter. She was calm. She was professional. She wasn't looking for a fight. She was just done. The reaction was instant. Her boss didn't accept the letter. He went pale. He realized in 1 second that the backbone of his operations was leaving. He realized the cost of replacing her would be astronomical. He realized the project she was leading would likely fail without her. "Wait," he said, "don't do this. We can fix this." Within 2 hours, the tight budget disappeared. Within 4 hours, the HR director was on the phone. By Monday morning, they had a counteroffer on the table. They offered to match the $240,000. They offered to promote her to vice president. They offered a retention bonus of $100,000 paid over 2 years. Suddenly, the money they didn't have for 3 years appeared out of thin air. The timing that was never right was suddenly perfect. The budget constraints were gone. She sat in her office and looked at the offer. It was exactly what she had asked for in 2017. It was exactly what she deserved in 2018. But it was 2019. She felt an overwhelming sense of disgust. She didn't feel valued. She felt manipulated. She realized that they had the money all along. They just chose not to give it to her because they didn't think they had to. They only valued her when she became a threat to their stability. This is the tragedy of the late raise. It is a raise that comes from fear, not from appreciation. And an employee who stays for a fear-based raise is never the same employee again. In the recruitment world, we advise against staying for a counteroffer. The statistics are brutal. 80% of people who accept a counteroffer are gone within a year anyway. Why? Because the underlying issue hasn't changed. The company still has the same culture. The boss still has the same mindset. The trust is broken. She realized that if she stayed, she would always wonder why it took a resignation to get her worth. She would always know that she had to hold a gun to the company's head to get a fair wage. That is not a relationship. That is a hostage situation. She declined the counteroffer. She left the firm. The fallout for the company was severe. It took them 9 months to find a replacement. They had to hire 2 people to cover her workload. They had to pay a search firm $60,000 to find the new talent. The new hires were paid $250,000 each. By trying to save $60,000 a year on her salary, the company ended up spending $500,000 in recruitment and turnover costs. They lost 3 years of her peak performance and all of her institutional knowledge. This is the math of bad management. It is the cost of being cheap. The recruiter's perspective is this: a raise is a retention tool, but only if it's proactive. If you wait until the employee resigns, it's no longer a raise. It's a bribe, and bribes don't build loyalty. They just buy time. She started her new job as COO. She excelled. Her new company treated her salary as a dynamic reflection of her value. They didn't wait for her to ask. They adjusted her compensation every year based on the market. They protected their investment. She looked back at her old firm and felt a sense of pity. She realized they were stuck in a cycle of crisis management. They were always losing their best people. They were always overpaying for new talent because they couldn't keep the old talent. I see this woman every month. She is the high performer who finally realized she was being played. They don't understand that a salary is a signal. When you underpay someone, you are signaling that you don't respect their contribution. You are signaling that you are willing to gamble on their passivity. You are betting against their self-worth. She stopped betting on their fairness. She started betting on her own value. The company thought they were saving money. They were actually just building a massive debt, a debt of resentment, a debt of missed opportunity. Eventually, the debt came due, and when it did, they couldn't afford to pay it. The late raise is the most expensive mistake a company can make. It costs them their best people. It costs them their reputation. It costs them their future. She is now 42. She is a partner at her firm. She earns nearly $500,000 a year. She never has to ask for a raise. Her value is recognized before she even thinks about it. Every decision has a cost. Some we pay in a higher payroll today. Others we pay in a total collapse of our operations tomorrow. The old firm chose the second one. They saved a few $1,000s in 2017. They lost a leader in 2019. The lesson is simple. Pay people what they are worth before they find someone else who will. Don't wait for the resignation letter. By then, the money is just an insult. She didn't leave for the money. She left because the money came too late. And once the trust is gone, no amount of cash can bring it back. Success is not about avoiding costs. It's about investing in the right people at the right time. If you wait until the fire starts to buy an extinguisher, you've already lost the house. She was the fire. They tried to put her out with a checkbook, but she was already burning somewhere else. Every decision has a price. Some we pay in cash. Others we pay in the empty offices of the people who used to care. She chose her worth, they chose their budget, and in the end, the budget broke.